What's up guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Salty Slaggy, thanks for tuning in today. Now the preview, review things are in for Gotham Knights and there's loads of them all over the internet. You can check them out yourself. And between the journos and the content creators that got to fly out to WB Montreal and actually have a good time with this game, which roughly saw them clocking in about 2 to 3 hours of playtime. Drum roll please, the results are that it is a mixed bag. But luckily for me, I'm not fazed by this reaction at all, and unfortunately, I don't have a big enough influence or reach to at least get invited to these types of things. But that is something that I do intend to do in the future, and I can only do it with your help, so be sure to hit that red subscribe button. So let's talk about what they actually got to play while they was at WB Montreal, or if they played online, because some did play online. They got like 4 sections, you got to play all 4 nights, so they didn't really have an aspect of using one night and building them up. They played the tutorial, they played the Harley Quinn side mission, not a main mission, side mission. They got to do some free roam. They also got to play with the developer if they were lucky enough to do some co-op, which they really enjoyed. And they spent a little time at Blackgate Prison listening to a female version of Livin' La Vida Loca. I don't know why, they just did. For those of you that have been following the project like a lot, this is nothing new to us. We've seen all these areas before. People just have the opportunity to play within these levels. So the secrecy is still there regards to the rest of the story or newer areas, newer villains, characters, etc. Obviously, they got a chance to play the combat and see how it feels, and I'm a big combat enthusiast myself when it comes to these types of games. So if the combat isn't satisfying enough, we all know that it kind of dampens down the experience overall. So the combat as well as the story is going to be the biggest aspect of this game. And as we've seen, they're not really giving that much away of the story, so I believe that the story will actually hold up. And I've already pre-ordered the game. My stance is I will be playing it. I have considered streaming the game on the channel, so let me know if you want to see that down below. And I also want to thank those for joining in on the polls. You are incredible. And I do check all the feedback and I do read all the comments, so it's always great to see that interaction happening on the channel. So when it comes to the combat, I'm going to tell you now, is not Arkham. Yes, I did exactly the same when I saw this game was announced and I saw it was coming out. I'm like, Arkham in a lot of people's minds, especially from Rocksteady, and I believe it's going to be the same with Insomniac Spider-Man, that they have already set a bar so high that our expectations are to succeed that bar, and they're not doing it here. I'm sorry, WB, but you're just not Rocksteady. And I'm in that mind frame of when Stefan said, we are done with Batman, that I believe they were done with Batman. But spoiler alert, Batman is in the game. Check it out.
Physical and mental preparation go hand in hand. Here, we can train the mind to prepare the body, but it requires deep focus. Let go of your grief and concentrate on my voice.
And no, it's not Kevin, but he pulls it off. He'll help you with your training, I guess, but he might obviously turn up in the game. A lot of people have speculated that they believe he's been captured by the Court of Owls and we'll see him at the end, or maybe he's an end boss fight. Who knows? We won't know till release. Keep speculating. So Rocksteady are done with Batman completely. Like most films, like even most games nowadays, you get a trilogy and then that's it. They'll move on to a different project. And I'm fine with that. They're doing Suicide Squad. I'm looking forward to seeing what they've got in store for that. So I can completely understand it's justified that people will compare this game to a 7-year-old game that had amazing combat because these guys stepped up. And every time they brought out a Batman game, they stepped up once again. And then we're like, shit, we're getting the Batmobile. And they were building the hype every time. I felt it, I think a lot of Arkham fans felt it, but this is not what you're getting with Gotham Knights. This is basically Division in Gotham. Like, the RPG elements of it, I don't think need to be in this game. There are boxes in this game that you loot as well. I don't think it needs to be in this game. Even IGN said that the combat is flashy, but it's also bland. So then that brings me back to the fact that these devs, some of them are from Ubisoft. And a title that a lot of people loved, which I didn't. I loved the setting, but I didn't like the combat because it was bland. And that was Assassin's Creed Valhalla. But I will say, from what I've seen of all these previews of people playing, they are getting used to it. Somebody even mentioned that they had to forget Arkham's combat in order to kind of adapt to this new style. So I'm under no delusion that these comparisons will continue for Arkham. Under no delusion whatsoever. And I believe that these characters do deserve a chance to shine. And I'm under no illusion that I know that Batman sells more in the grand scheme of things. And I do believe that they solely missed the mark. We should have had 4-player co-op, not 2, 4. I know you would have had to change a lot of things from level design, etc., and the way your mechanics work, but fuck me, that would have been a good game. I guess I'll have to wait for Suicide Squad, eh? So like I say, I've got it pre-ordered. I'm ready to go explore and kick some butt in this Gotham that WB Montreal has created. I hope everything goes well for them. I've seen enough of it to know exactly what I'm getting. It's just going to be an average game. It's not breaking any barriers. It's not going to revolutionize the industry. It's just going to be you or a friend exploring these 4 characters that we've never really experienced fully yet, with a whole new story intertwined. And in all honesty, I'm fine with that. I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please support it with a like because it helps out me and helps out the channel. And I wouldn't ask otherwise. Subscribe for more upcoming games. You'll find other games on my channel if you want to check those out. You'll find social links down below if you want to support me in that space. Hit that notification bell. Leave a comment down below. And as always, have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time.